Hello everybody, this is Ariel Orchid Papi, and we are in my backyard. And just like we show you beautiful flowers, I'm going to show you today part of the process of what it takes. It takes also a lot of maintenance, gloves, and we're going to work on these huge Grammy that we have here that she does not seem to be doing too well in this pot for whatever the reason. And as you can see, we have plenty of roots. Just a couple of tips on here. You want the plant to, I got some kind of clean it out, but I got some extra helechos, which are, you know, the Cuban type of fern, which is what I know this for. But as you can see, some of the bulbs, natural process, where they're rotting out, and I got to get the plant out with the best of possible amount of roots. Rule of thumb is you want at least 3 good roots. This is a big plant, so the more roots I have in here, the better. But in any type of plant, what we're going to want to have is a minimum of 3 nods, and we are the cutting. And we're going to have a minimum after 30 years. These are the experiences. You're going to want to have 3 roots, minimum, possibly 5, so the plant can do good. In another video, I will show you guys the actual. I use a lot of the Epsom salt in everything that I use, whether it's pesticide, fungicide, and my roots turned out to be as thick as my finger. And the tip is at least 1 inch green on the front. Every single application that I do contains that. So let's take a look at how we're gonna. This is a plastic that my wife bought online somehow. And as you can see, unfortunately, the plastic is already broken, and it's actually by the heat and the plant making force. So the plant is really encrusted here, and I was hoping we can even save the pot, but it looks like we're gonna have to use Mr. Hammer to destroy the plastics. It is, wow. Somebody likes to entertain themselves with enough fun to hammer something. It's a little hot today. I'm trying to go in one section, see if I can pull it away. This is becoming, wow, it's really crystallized. It's coming off in pieces. I'll have to do some cleaning on the floor later. Ooh, big chunk. You know what we're gonna need after this, right? Either wine or whiskey. The wine lady has not shown up yet. It is extremely hot back here today. And I did, as a blooper, I did so many hammering on this thing, and my camera jumped off. There we go. Oh, it's coming apart. We're getting there. And here she is, wine lady.
Hey!
Orchid mommy.
It's almost 92 degrees today. Very hot. but you gotta come out here and do some dirty work here.
All right.
Oh, that's a Grammy.
So we got all this plastic out now. So we got some kind of, what is this, coconut fiber? We got green roots everywhere. That's a positive. Don't be afraid to pull and tug. And we need to kind of clean this up.
Alright guys, I also want to show you, this is my red song, and she's in trouble. She's got scale. Look at that. You see those white spots? Especially you could see it here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take neem oil, and I found these online. They have neem oil, and they have peppermint oil, and I'm gonna use this to wipe the leaves down. So this scale part, whoopsie, the scale part, I am gonna wipe down each leaf here. So, all right, I'm gonna let him continue his saga, but this is kind of what I'm doing on the side, so you can know what I'm doing here. And this also creates a little bit of shine. Scale hates peppermint oil, and I've been mixing garlic water and water diluted as well as to prevent them. I saw this online and I wanted to try it because of this heat. We get a lot of our plants with scale, and so sometimes you need something in the middle while you're not spraying or thin and stuff. So you know, this is a preventative and it just helps the plant.
So I went to change the gloves because one of them broke, and now my hands look a little funky. But my hand won't fit because they're sweaty. Another set of gloves. And obviously, as you can see, I didn't pick the color of the gloves. Mrs. Pink Lady over there. All right. So now we're gonna use these scissors, which are been stuck inside of TSP. TSP is a disinfectant, but you don't wanna touch these with some other infection from another plant. See how much ferns we can get out of here. These are not supposed to be here.
Oh my God, there's so many eggs. They're in the root.
And as you can see, these are kind of rotted out, so they're full of water because it's been raining in the last couple of days. Hey, man, I found a tag. Look.
Oh, yeah? What's the name?
Grammatophyllum.
Granny. That's what I call Granny.
Yep, look. This is actually completely rotted. That's terrible.
Oh, you need my wormito?
So we're gonna have to get something better than this. We need a knife. Be right back.
In the meantime, I've discovered we've got a little bit more than just scale on the leaves. We actually have it in the roots itself, which is no bueno. And I feel like dipping this whole plant in garlic water, for real, to kill all those pesty. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a bucket. I'll be back. We gotta save this red one. It's a beautiful red.
Alright, we're back with this knife over here, which has got teeth at the bottom, and this should be easy peasy now, as you can see.
Hey, do you have any more of those
Big ol'
buckets? Do you have
rotten
any more of
part.
those buckets?
Yeah, I think in the garage. So, wanted to show you really quick what she did with the, what was the name of the plant?
That's halcyon. It's a roost.
Let's take a look at it right now.
Yeah. The other one's red song, and the other one is that one, halcyon. It's really pretty. It's
So
yellow.
there's actually 2 plants in there, and what she's actually done, she put garlic, you said?
Yeah, I minced garlic in water, diluted for like 30 minutes, and then I'm just letting it soak.
So in case you don't know, garlic is a natural repellent for insects. And how you come about that, it's super simple. She cut the garlic, mixed it, strained it, and put it in the water. And now this is going to have, I'm trying to fix my camera here, I apologize. Here we go. And that's gonna serve as a repellent for the plant. We'll probably leave it there, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
20 minutes or so while we work on this. I couldn't use these because the plant is 2. We're gonna put this back on TSP, so it won't get anything else contagious. Just in case we have anything bad here. Don't be afraid to cut some of the roots, as you can see.
You're using those scissors?
Not the scissors, the knife. So this is like 40 years ago. I used to sell cocoa knives, and let me tell you, they're the best. These little damn teeth you see in there, they got teeth on the inside, and this thing, once you go through it like this, it comes out really quick. So don't be afraid of cutting back into the plant, because the plant has enough roots around that it's not going to die. This plant is really heavy. And as you can see, we got more of the ferns here that need to come out. By the way, this is that I got a tank right here so that we can make it easier for later, for the garbage pickup. The fun part of this job. Oh, completely loosened out here. Root it. Cut it. Here's one of these fern. And as you can see, look, you got a brand new sheathing here. And I'll show you later in the same video, these Grammys we have in the front palm trees. And these roots are all wide and crispy and pointing up under the Grammy. And they're amazing. But I guess it didn't like to be, even though it's got, I'll show you, green roots all over it, I guess it didn't like to be inside the pot. Look, we got a new growth here. So let's cut some more of this. remember mentioning, but happy Memorial Day to everybody who's been in the military. We have people in the military. Thank you for your service. Today is Memorial Day 2025. We spent some time, you'll see if you look at my shorts on the YouTube, we spent some time with the father-in-law, Marley's dad. We were out in the sea having some fun. Everything cannot be working nobly.
So this one's been about 30 minutes. So I decided to mount this with a little bit of, I'll show you what the mix is. So you can get this like at Ofi. But essentially I love, especially because of my environment, so I do like this, these balls, I call them, like they're something like that, Alifor, and charcoal, and a little bit of perlite. And what I do is I mix it up myself, and then I'm just repotting it in one of Roxy's beauties. Roxy, like Orchids 365, if you're not following her, she's my orchid friend. She looks really shiny since I did you know, kind of like use that little wipey for, that has neem oil and peppermint oil in the leaves. And so I'm gonna just keep an eye on her. I split her in two because I like big plants, but what I did was I used the incoming eye, I don't know if you could see it, to give her some space because she was really crammed up in that pot. I got this orchid. This is one of Gemini's. I got her while she was in Key West. So this is Ruth Bouton Halcyon times RTH guess what. So she's really pretty. She's like a baby pink with yellow. She's really pretty. I'm gonna watch her. I'm gonna put her on my stand and I'm gonna keep an eye on her to see how she does, you know, with the scale, so I can isolate her from all the rest of my plants. Right? Isn't she beautiful? She's perfect. Thank you for watching, guys.
Alright, so while cutting in the process, I came across coconut fiber.
Oh, that's what I put on the bottom of this one. Because otherwise,
Which is now exposing, by cutting it, all the roots the plant has. My goal is to put the plant with just the roots. Gotta clean this out. That way, when it rains, I think I'm gonna maybe cut this side a little bit, and that's about it. As you can see, all the roots are exposed more or less, except for this greenish part, which is really hard. The goal is to mount it bare rooted so that they can, see, I'm just shaving off the coconut fiber. That way, sometimes you want to really cut it up so the new root system can grow. And I know it's actually growing new roots. So I'm going to cut it a little more, and it's going to be ready to go into the tree. I'm just going to show you something while I finish here.
So this is the Cattleya Warapon. So I don't know if you guys remember, I went to Sorora Orchids And I purchased 2 of these babies. I love big plants, so I just had these in a wood basket, and I just put sphagnum moss because I was gonna leave this one out in the open so it could get all the rainwater. And you could see the roots are starting to come out. See this? I don't know if you could see that. And she had a sheath already, so she's starting to open. She's beautiful. Hey, I don't know if you're recording or not.
Yes.
Look at these beautiful roots. Anyways, this is Warapon. She's supposed to be a very big white, fragrant Cattleya.
All right, so we got 5 strings here of tie wraps. Since the plant is so big, so is the palm tree.
Okay.
Really tight, and we got one really tight here. What you're tying up is the actual root system. If the plant does not feel secure, it is not going to flower.